My previous short on my exhaust, the GReddy Evo GT, the dual exit exhaust, got a decent amount of attention, and I got some comments saying I should make some more videos about it and kind of its sound profile. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be running an errand today to go return a tool that has a lifetime warranty because Harbor Freight's awesome, and I'll do kind of some review, and you'll get some sound clips along with it to see if you really like this exhaust and if you think it's for you. I'm going to start off with a semi-cold start. It was running about 30-40 minutes ago, so it's not going to be quite as loud as it would be if it's freshly cold, but I'll start off with that and then let it cool off so you guys can get a good sound profile. Now, I do have a little bit of an exhaust leak that I'm going to get fixed, but that is also just the sound of the engine, that kind of breathy noise when it decelerates. I also have Z1 high flow cats, which now Z1 doesn't really carry. It's now the Burke high flow cat. My next clips are going to go ahead and be inside, so you can hear some of the noise inside and just driving with them in general. So there we go. Inside on idle, it's pretty quiet. It's not too much noise. You get a rumble in here. What I've found is with all the resonators it has to take down those octaves way low, you get some vibration on random loose plastic parts in here, and you hear them throughout the RPM band kind of differently, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna try and keep my phone up while driving because it is not held all that great. But as you accelerate, you can still talk, the people can still hear you. A lot of just your low notes kind of get drowned out into the exhaust. Let me start with a story about how I lost this exhaust, or my previous exhaust. I had an eBay exhaust that I actually had modified myself and put just, no exhaust, straight piped. Well, a manhole decided it wanted to grab the flange one day on a road that was under construction, and it literally tore it out the back of my car.
What the hell is even that?
But yeah, so it got tore out, and here I was thinking, insurance is going to pay for this. Not my insurance, but the construction companies, because there's no way the construction company would be allowed to just, have a huge manhole in the middle of the road sticking up that far. So after about 2 months of fighting with insurance about it, they deemed my car was too low and they were not held responsible because they were up to code. So I had spent, a fat chunk of money getting a new exhaust. Now I was out that money. The GReddy exhaust I bought, I think it was like $1,230 or something like that. I was thinking insurance was going to cover it, so I didn't mind spending that much. But then I was also in school and didn't have time to install it, so I had to get the shop to install it like a Meineke, and they charged another $400. And so here I was, $1,600 deep into an exhaust, and I went to pick it up, and I was like, dang, this sounds good. $1,600 for an exhaust. However, it's a really solid exhaust from the time that I've had it. That's the story of how it fell off. Up here, we're going to be getting to a light for a main road that's about 55 or 60 miles an hour. That way I'll get to open up a little more on the throttle and you'll really get to hear the sound profile of it. But I think it sounds super healthy, super solid. It's got all the low tones that you definitely want out of an exhaust, especially compared to my eBay exhaust. That sounded very harsh tone. This is very rounded out and mellow. I make jokes all the time, almost like that it sounds like a whale, at least inside, because it does have drone, but that's the drawback of having that good exhaust note and tone that's deeper, is the fact that it is going to have a little bit of drone right at about 3,000 RPM. So anytime you're cruising at like 70 or 80 in Texas, that's possible, but in other states, you don't even have speed limits that high. And so it's not really that big of a deal if you're not cruising around at that speed. it comes across on the microphone. It may not, because it's just a phone. But it's really solid tone. That wasn't me flooring it or anything. It just sounds super healthy. Like, I don't think I could, from what I've heard, I haven't heard an exhaust like it. It doesn't sound trumpety like some of the NVIDIA exhausts make it sound like. I have some friends who have some of those exhausts. It just sounds like a growl. You'll probably be able to hear some of my car rattling too, because I have one panel in my trunk that is loose. Alright, let's see here. We're going to be on the highway soon. You'll be able to hear kind of part of that drone when you're higher up. Now, some people hate the drone. I really got used to it, and it's not something that's so loud you can't talk to your passenger. But just the sound of the exhaust in general is what made me, you know, not really give a crud about the drone anymore. Oh yeah, I love the automatic downshifts on this sport model. Perfect downshifts every time, and they sound gnarly with this exhaust. I hope you heard at least some of that. I tried to roll down the window right next to the bridge so you could really hear the sound, but it opens up full throttle and sounds awesome. So I'm at the highway now going 55, 60, and there's a slight drone, but nothing major. It's just beginning, and it's super quiet in the cab for the most part. You're not going to have any issues talking to the person next to you. You just start to hear a little bit of that drone. Now, one thing I noticed about this exhaust as well, when you're on the gas, you hear it. If you even slightly let off the gas where you're like riding that gas, not gas area, you can really quiet down the exhaust. So like when I'm making noise, when I'm pressing that gas, you can hear it. But when I let off that gas and, you know, do the gas mileage, gas saving type of technique, it like almost completely quiets out. Let me tell you, lifetime warranties are where it's at. I have now replaced multiple large tools with those lifetime warranties, and tools go through a beating, so get lifetime warranty tools. Alright, we're going to be heading back now, get some more clips of sound, and I'll do a final outside of the car as well. I'd like to get some video without my phone falling off, so I'm gonna hold it so that you can actually hear it not fall. One more. So I really hope the wind did not get in the way of that sound, because with all the bridges around where I was going, that sounded absolutely gnarly, and I hope that you could experience that through my microphone as well. If you can't, I'm sorry, but I promise the sound is 100% worth its price point. There's a reason you can barely find it at any website. I was just lucky that I found it on some kind of out there website no one's ever heard of. It was called Outcast Garage. I highly recommend them. If they have it, buy it through them. They do price match. Their customer service was great, and the shipping was amazingly quick. It is worth it for what you get. You're definitely paying for what you get with this exhaust. So next time I see you, I will be at my house, and I will try to get some more clips with the window down, with low speed type of stuff so you can really get the nuances of the sound. All right, I'm gonna do some pass-bys real quick, and then that'll be the end of my video.